Volunteering is a great way to communicate value to a target organization. I see volunteering as an unorthodox approach to striking a very great deal. Simply put, you offer what you have to get what you want. Today, I'll be talking about how to volunteer your way to success. I'll be discussing tremendous benefits of volunteering. I'll be talking about the do's and the don'ts of volunteering. And as a bonus tip, I'll be taking you through the tips to applying for your first volunteer position successfully. Now, imagine yourself as an employer. You meet somebody who is genuinely interested in working for you in your company, and the person wants to work for free. Now, won't you open your hands to such a person? Haven't done that. The person has not only worked for you, but the person has proven him or herself very valuable to your company. If any opening opens up in your company for recruitment, tell me who will be the first person you're going to consider for such a position. Well, your guess is as good as mine. Now, that is the power of volunteering. Volunteering literally allows you to have a foot in the door and allows you to sell yourself more personally. Again, because you're applying from within, it gives you the opportunity to understand the internal workings of the company. So you stand a better chance than somebody that is applying from outside who doesn't understand what is really going on in the company. Before I go too far into the idea of how you can volunteer your way to success, let's talk about the benefits of volunteering. Now, number one benefit of volunteering is the job opportunity it offers you. By volunteering your skills, you stand a chance of being the first person they're going to consider when they want to recruit, because you've been able to personally now show yourself valuable to the company. You've been able to demonstrate how well-rounded you are. And guess what? Again, the company has invested in you, in training you all this while. So why wouldn't they give you the job? The second benefit of volunteering is exposure and access. Now, through volunteering, you are exposed to more people and resources than you ever were. Because you have a foot in the door, you have access to people that can even take you to the next level in your career. You can now use resources and expertise that you never had access to previously. Number 3 is mentorship. Now, because you have access to people, you can have them mentor you. They can teach you the nitty-gritties of your field. If there are people you had been admiring from afar, now you have an opportunity to work closer with them now, and they can mentor you, take you through the nitty-gritties of how they achieved what they have achieved that has made you admire them today. So mentorship is a great benefit that you get from volunteering. Literally, volunteering grants you the first-hand opportunity to learn at the feet of the master, as it were. Number 4 is an opportunity to learn on the job. Now, because you have offered your skills for free, there's little or no pressure for you to be perfect. So you can learn and improve while you work. Number 5 benefit is to gain confidence and mastery. Now, the volunteered skill is developed and well-rounded now, and even you get developed, you build your own confidence and mastery in your skills and your ability to deliver. Number 6 is the opportunity to build experience. Now, most jobs out there, they will ask you for 3 to 5 years of experience. Now, nobody has ever taken a chance on you, so how do you build such experiences? Volunteering is a very good way to build your years of experience. Number 7 is what I call intrinsic benefits. This way, you get to build your sense of purpose, value, self-worth, and relevance. It's also a great way to keep you mentally healthy and active. Now, let's talk about the do's and don'ts of volunteering. Starting with the do's. Number 1 is first impression matters. You don't want to start with a very bad on a bad note. Make sure that as soon as you're getting into this new role, you're given a good first impression, because that might track you throughout your journey in that organization. Number 2 thing to do is to be a true learner. Be disciplined to learn the ropes and learn what you need to learn. Be humble enough to learn. Number 3 is you being disciplined and being punctual. Please adhere to all established protocols in this organization. Remember, you're just coming and you have an agenda to sell yourself so that you become a bona fide member of this organization. So you would want to be disciplined, keep to all rules and regulations of the organization, and you'll be fine. Number 4, I would say you should be valuable. Please offer your skills and experience to the organization to the utmost level. Make sure you're an asset to the organization and not a liability. And number 5 is is please treat it as a real job. Don't say because they're not paying you, then you're going to give it half of your expertise or half of your time. Please treat it as you would treat a well-paying job, because you don't know who is watching and who is just paying attention to you at any time. Number 6, I would say you should be sincere and honest. Please be upfront with things you do not know. Don't wait until you're found out, and don't pretend as if you know what you don't know. Be honest, be upfront. The things you know, tell them you know it, and make sure you offer your best in doing those things you know. The ones you don't know, please be open about it. Number 7 tip is please be respectful. Respect everybody from the security person to the CEO. You don't know who is who, and you don't know who helps you tomorrow. Number 8, I would say you should look the part. Please clean up nicely. The seriousness with which you handle this opportunity is going to show in the way you show up. So you want to show up nicely and clean up. Dress well, dress like the future you want in this industry. Dress as if it is a proper job already. Show up well. And the final tip is please leave a good impression when you leave. In case you don't land the job, it is not the end of the world, because again, it's a win-win for you. You've gained experience, you've gained expertise, you've expanded your network. So don't take it hard in case you don't land the job, but leave a good impression. Remember, this is an industry you want to still continue to work in, and the fact that you don't work with this organization doesn't mean you cannot work in another organization. And in working in another organization, you probably need the reference or reference letter from anybody in this organization for your new job. So you don't want to burn the bridge or leave a bad impression while you're leaving. Obviously, the don'ts are the opposite of the do's, but let me highlight a few of them. Number 1 is never outshine your master. Please be humble enough not to overstate or over-exaggerate the things you know. Even when you know some things, learn to keep quiet. There's so much power in silence. Silence is golden sometimes. Never outshine your master. Whoever is your mentor at the place, whoever you met in the space, please treat everybody with respect, and make sure you're cautious in the way you conduct yourself in this organization, or people may just pick on you unnecessarily. Number 2, I would say you shouldn't give a bad impression of you, because bad impressions, they have a way of just trailing you all the way in everything you do in that organization. So please don't give a bad impression of yourself. Number 3 is don't sell yourself short. In trying to be humble, please do not sell yourself short. Make sure that you express the value you carry. And since you know what you carry, please, if the need arises for you to do something and you know you can do it well, please put yourself out there. Don't sell yourself short. Don't be timid. Don't be humble in quote, and then you now sell yourself short. Make sure you put yourself out there and you lend your expertise when it is needed. Number 4, I would say don't be a nag. Please don't complain. Even if you have financial constraints, maybe they're not paying you just yet, find a way outside that space to sort yourself out. Don't be known to be the person that is complaining. Remember, they gave you an opportunity to come and work here, so treat it as a privilege. Don't be a nag. Number 5 is never entertain excuses. Don't give excuses at all. Please, in all your responsibilities, do what you have to do at all times to make sure you fulfill all you need to fulfill. Do your work diligently and never give excuses. And the final tip, the final don't now, is that never involve yourself in organizational politics or factions or gossip. Face what you've gone to do there. Make sure you focus yourself on your responsibilities and your goals, and never involve yourself in office politics and factions, because at the end of the day, this might be detrimental to you. It's always easier to just focus and rid yourself of those baggage than belonging to one faction. What if the other faction is the one that is going to recruit you at the end of the day? So please, you'd want to do well to not belong to any faction. Do your work as you should, and you'll be fine. Now, as I promised you earlier, so let's discuss how to apply and land that first volunteer position successfully. Number 1 is identify the organization and the position you would like to work in. Number 2 is research the position very well and make sure you know all that there is required to function well in that position. Number 3 is to identify the skills and knowledge you can offer in relation to that position and make sure you package yourself well. Number 4 is to prepare your resume in line with such skills and position you've identified. And number 5 is to apply and follow up. Apply for the position and follow up. Number 6, prepare for your interview. In preparing for your interview, you want to thoroughly research the organization, salary, scale, and all that, and what you can give to them. And number 7, which is the final tip, please, in your interview, thoroughly and clearly communicates the value you're going to bring to the company. Don't be too humble not to want to say, because remember, the point of volunteering is that you have a value to give to the company and they are going to benefit from your presence, and it is going to be for free or virtually for free. So while you have the interview or meet and greet with the organization, make sure you communicate clearly the value you bring to the table. Now, interestingly, most organizations pay their interns and volunteers, and at least they pay maybe some basic amounts for subsistence sake. But if they have not started paying you yet, it is not the end of the world. You can pick 1 or 2 side hustles and start working on them, using that to fend for yourself before they start paying you or before you land that dream job of yours. Now, on a final note, please know that whether you land the dream job or not, volunteering is a win-win for everybody. Is it that you land the dream job or you get to build your experience, your expertise, gain more confidence, you expand your network, and a whole lot of other benefits that we discussed earlier. So please, volunteering is a very good way to land your dream job and to build your way to success. Please volunteer today and you'll be glad you did. Let me know in the comment section if you have other ideas to share with us in terms of volunteering and how we can help us. And please like, subscribe, and share this content so that we can all help ourselves as we get along. Thank you. Until the next video. Bye-bye.